What's going on YouTube? This is the Rad SLX. Today we are going to be installing a front differential locker, lunchbox locker to be exact, right here, all the way from Mother Russia. So let's get it going. First thing we need to do is take off the wheels and the manual locking hubs. So let's get to it. So quick guys, before we continue, you're going to want to drain the fluid, of course. There's going to be a bolt, okay, not that one obviously, but close to that one. It's going to be that one right there, as you can see draining. You're going to want to drain the diff, and while you're doing that you can do the rest of the procedure. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so for the next step we're going to take the calipers and basically everything off here and the bracket. We're gonna hang it, and then we're gonna take off the entire knuckle, and of course unbolt and undo this. So let's go ahead and do that on both sides. Okay, so we got the knuckle off. What you're gonna want to do next is you're gonna want to get the 4 bolts of the drive shaft off, just the ones that connect to the third member. And then you're going to want to undo the 4 bolts right here. So let's get to it. Okay, so for this next part, we already got the 4 here. Next part is to loosen 2, 1 right there. And then I already have the other one loose for the diff to drop. This plate right here is going to separate with this, but it's going to stay on. And to get to these last 2 in the front, you're going to need to hit it with a ball joint remover or whatever you want to use in order to pop it out real quick, and then you can just move it about. So we're going to go ahead and get that situated. Okay, so I finally got it out with a little bit of struggle, but just want to bring something up. I kind of messed up a bit. I unbolted this thing from that big no-no, but what I'm gonna do is just get rid of the top ball joint, so that way it can bend, and then get rid of the, or not get rid of, but move the axle a bit. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing to the workbench and work on the rest. Alrighty, so obviously next is to remove all the bolts, and we'll keep going. Alrighty, so we got the diff out. Now we need to take these 2 and these 2 off, and the entire assembly comes out. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to mark some spots with a paint marker. We just want to see where exactly it lines up with the pinion. So let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty, so I got the spider gears and the ring gear on the vise covered, of course, for protection. I also made a mark so that way you know where exactly the ring gear is going to go on the assembly. So let's go ahead and hit these with the impact. Okay, we got the differential on the vise, and then we just gotta punch this out, so let's do it. Alrighty, so here it is. This is the Blokka 100% auto locking, and sorry about that. This is all the clearances. The only reason why it's in Cyrillic is this is actually a lunchbox locker from Russia. So all the instructions are included with the box. They even, of course, yes, of course they include a sticker. So yeah, we're just gonna follow the instructions. First off, you throw in your thrust washers either here or right back here. You lubricate it, of course, and then whether it's going this way, or this way, this is going to be facing you. This is going to be facing the outside. So let's put it together. So got the diff in already. I mean the lock, my bad. Tolerance time, it's going to be between 0.135 thousandths of an inch and 0.145 thousandths of an inch. Right now I have the 0.145 thousandths of an inch. So let's see what we got. So you want something that'll fit in there and that has a little bit of tension. So you're gonna want to check the entire thing. Okay, this side's good. You're gonna want to rotate it. There. Yep. Sorry about that last one. Let's do this one again. This right here. Damn. Pesky little things sometimes get away from you. See? That's the tolerance you want. And then you're going to want to do that to all sides. Make sure you got the correct. A little bit of give. Alrighty, and the last one. Yeah. There we go. Sorry. Alrighty, now it's time to put that back into that. So let's get to it. Okay, so I got the ring gear back on, but also I want to remind you guys, remember to put your shaft in and then your pin before you get to this step. My bad for not mentioning that earlier. But right now, this is going to get cleaned out. Alrighty, so time to put the bolts back on. Use the Loctite Red 271 and of course the same bolts. Torque's going to be 80, so let's go ahead and torque them. That is mating surface, clean, ready to go. Okay, everything's torqued down to 80 pounds. Now we got to get it into this. Alrighty, so these are torqued. It's supposed to be 72 pound-foot. Now to get it in there. What's going on, guys? It's the next day. Got half of it done at least yesterday. So the entire front axle is now put back in. Had to undo the ball joint on this one, but got the axle in, so it's all good. It's all bolted up. Now we just do everything in reverse. Next is the steering link. Let's get to it. Alright, guys. Didn't want to bore you with the actual mounting of the knuckle and everything, but pretty much it's the bottom ball joint and the top ball joint. And then the other side, we only did the top ball joint undone. So we're going to go ahead and just tidy up and then finally put in the bolts for the drive shaft and the hubs. Let's finish this. Alrighty, now it's time to put back the locking hubs. These are the ones I have. They're AVM, high performance. You can still get these on eBay for like $150 a set. I'll try and add a link in the description, see if that'll go through, but let's get them on. And we are finally done.